Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Well, the International Youth Foundation is having to move their summer world camp online due to the coronavirus pandemic. And Terry Henderson from IYF is joining us today. Thanks for being with us. First of all, for those who aren't familiar, can you explain the mission of IYF to our viewers here?
Sure. Thanks for having me. International Youth Fellowship was an organization that was founded to implant a healthy mindset into young people. Change is something that most people are looking for, but they don't know how to find. But change comes from the center of our hearts. But it is something that is really natural, actually, as we interact and connect our hearts with other people's experiences, we can see change begin to take a deep impact inside of people's hearts. The IYF World Camp is one of our flagship youth programs that happen usually 40 countries around the world every year. But because of the COVID-19, we had to cancel all the actual physical events, because usually we would gather on a campus. You'd actually provide, sleeping quarters for the students, and they would spend, the 4 days with us in person. But obviously, because of the quarantine, we had to shift to an online platform. In some ways, it was detrimental. We can't meet people face to face. But at the same time, it has provided us an unlimited, place where we could gather. Instead of just physically being able to gather only 4,000, we are able to gather much more. So we're still working out the numbers of how many people actually showed up on the first day. But what we really feel is this is the beginning of something that might actually be a bigger impact on so many other people.
For sure. And for the young adults and youth that are taking part in the program this year, with the pandemic going on and worldwide unrest as well, why is it super important for the youth taking part this year?
If you think about it, like, for example, change comes from the heart, which I said. And so when a person is filling their hearts with positive things, when a person is filling their hearts with things that, bring them joy, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's a little childish example, but like, for example, if you go out to a restaurant and you order food, when you eat and you're super full and someone offers you something else, after you finish your meal and you're super full and someone says, hey, would you like some ice cream or would you like some cake? No matter how delicious that cake may be or tempting that cake may be, but when we're full, there's no room. And so we tell them, there's no way I can eat that. In the same way, if our hearts are filled with happiness, there will be no room for negative thoughts. If our hearts are filled with thankfulness, there will be no room for us to seek other negative, dark things. And so our philosophy is to connect people to these positive things and go beyond themselves into the world of the heart of the other person. And especially in today's society, everybody's pointing fingers and judging people from where they are, from their perspective, when you have to realize that, when we get into the heart of another person, that's when we actually get to see the person himself or herself. And then we really get to see who that person is. And when we have heart-to-heart relationships, things, we're able to overcome things. We're able to see behind things. We're able to see the actual intent behind words, behind actions. It's a whole new world. And I think that is one of the biggest trainings that we need to teach young people, is that, first of all, we don't know everything. And no matter how sure we may be about something, there's a really high chance that we're not seeing the whole picture. We're not seeing every aspect of a person before we judge that person. And that is something that is really, really important and really, really dangerous when we just trust everything we see, that first level of thought, that first level of observation. But we got to get to know the person. We have to be able to interact heart to heart, and then our interactions will be different. The way we speak will be different. And so that is why we feel that this camp is something that is very, very important, because we want to connect people to other people, other people's experiences, other people's failures, other people's victories. And then that wisdom can become theirs in a matter of minutes. 20 years of experience can become mine if my heart connects to that person. So that is why we feel this camp is so important to young people today.
And really quickly, can you just give us a run through? There's a lot going on at the camp. Just kind of give us a snapshot of what programs are available here.
Okay, sure. So we start off in the morning. We have something what we call academies. Now, this is where we have actual professionals come and teach how to do some of the professional things they've learned. Like, we have a pastry chef, a professional pastry chef, who will come in, and you don't have to be a professional cook. You can come in, you can learn how to make pastries. We have our academy time where we invite professionals to teach a skill, to teach a new thing that they may have not known before. We also have our next, which is our feature leadership guest speakers, our guest lecturers. Like, for example, we had Miss Hamilton, who was a surfer who, she was the real life person who they based the movie Soul Surfer off of, where her arm was bit off by a shark, but she continued to overcome it and continue with her professional surfing career, but also found something deeper in volunteer work. So we want to connect, students to these programs. So we had a coach from the LA Lakers. We've had like a professional NFL football player. So we want to connect these people to these professional people. So that's our guest lecture series.
All right, and real quick before we let you go, for folks that are looking for more information, how can they connect with your organization online?
Well, the best place to go to is www.iyfusa.org. If you go there, you can register right away. It's a small fee of about $50. And there's also, it's compartmentalized for those who are on the West Coast, those who are on a different time zone, and those who are on the East time zone. So if you navigate that website, you should have all questions answered. We have a page where you can contact your local IYF office. And so the best place to get to know us, I think, is IYFUSA.org.
All right, very good. Thank you, Terry Henderson, a chairman with the International Youth Foundation, for coming on the show today. Mr. Henderson, thank you.
Oh, thank you, John, for having me. Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ozarks Tonight right after this.